This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Happy Thursday, y'all. I feel like I've been away for a really long time, but come on in, come on in. I'm going to start y'all out with the good vibes for today because what? The week is almost over, y'all. So come on in, come on in. What do I normally say? It's going to be a what?
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo.
There you go.
Thoughts of poison never out.
My sound was off.
So here come the clouds.
Hey.
I'll never stop unless I can swap.
All the bad for the good.
In my head when I'm lost.
What? Hey, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Good morning, Kevin.
I got patience.
One day at a time, that's your hey, Jay. Afloat, you grow, you show yourself the foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes the hey.
I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation.
I live my life in my head.
Like a narration.
Don't expect greatness, be my best man. I take it, hey, go. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Work been working me, y'all.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Hey.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey, step 2. Step 3. Hey, come on in, come on in. Happy Thursday, y'all. Good morning, Sai. You know, work has been working me. I had training 7:30 this morning. Actually, Tuesday, I ended up not going into the office. I went for an emergency dental appointment because it felt like I was getting a toothache. But ultimately, my dentist said nothing wrong with my teeth besides sensitivity. So one of the things that I've changed is my mom has been sending me, good morning, Pat. My mother has been sending me, she gets the over-the-counter card as part of her medical benefits. And so she goes to shop at CVS once a month and she gets all this stuff. And she sends me a box, like a care box. Pat, you know, because she take care of all of us. She sends me this care box and I get a bunch of stuff. And she's been sending me the sensitive toothpaste, but it's an off brand. It's not Sensodyne. Now, anybody that uses Sensodyne knows that Sensodyne is fucking expensive. And so when my mother started sending me this off-brand sensitive toothpaste and it says fluoride is in it and all kind of stuff, I've been using that for the last couple of months. My teeth are like, you being ghetto. So my dentist was like, you need to go back to Sensodyne, all right? And put a little Sensodyne on your teeth because you haven't been using it for a while, so your teeth are extra sensitive. Good morning, Valerie. And so what I've been doing is at night, I also wear a tooth guard because I grind my teeth, stress. And so I've been putting like the Sensodyne on my tooth and gum and putting my tooth guard in. So at night, the Sensodyne gets to sit in my teeth and gums. Also, I've been brushing my teeth with the Sensodyne and not rinsing my mouth, right? And so I go through the process of rinsing my mouth initially with mouthwash and all that stuff, and then I'll brush my teeth, and then I wash my mouth lightly, but I don't go through a deep rinse because I let the fluoride and the toothpaste kind of marinate into my teeth. I have to coat these teeth really good because they're sensitive. And what attributed to some of the sensitivity, good morning, Mika, what attributed to some of the sensitivity, FYI, for some of y'all that's thinking about teeth whitening, about 6 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, I got my teeth whitened, and I went through the process of getting my teeth whitened. And one of the side effects is sensitive teeth. Now I already had sensitive teeth, and so I went ahead with this teeth whitening because I felt like I needed whiter teeth, and it made my teeth even more sensitive. And so I gotta go back and stick to Sensodyne. See, some shit you just can't do no frills. Oh, thank you so much, Ghost. I appreciate that. You just can't use off brands all the time. All right. And so I got to go back to Sensodyne. So that's my story for today. But how the fuck y'all been? I see Ghost is at work. All right. I wanted to pop on here today because I haven't been on for the past 2 days. And then this morning, I had an early morning, training session, trying to learn Jira. I don't know. You guys in corporate America, I don't know if anybody out there uses Jira, but I've been fighting against using Jira, and I can't fight against it anymore. And so I've been in training for Jira for we had 3 or 4 classes so far. So, for me, the only way I learn something, well, not the only way, but the most, the best way for me to learn something is for me to put my hands on it. I need to be doing it. And so that's what I've been doing the last couple of days. I've just been deep diving into this Jira application and entering my features and my whatevers and getting criticized by my boss. But I love constructive criticism. That don't bother me. Tell me I messed up. Okay, so I can get it right. So I don't get my feelings hurt easily. And so that's what I've been doing with my job. And so as technology evolves, as change is presented, as our roles in our careers evolve, we have to continue to learn, right? That's a part of life. And so even though I fought against it, deep down inside, it's not so bad. It's not so bad, right? So y'all, we haven't talked about things to watch in a while. And I got a couple of things to talk about before we get into the positive thought and the topic of the day, right? But I saw this series. It's a short series on Netflix, baby. It's 6 episodes, okay? And it's called Dead Girl, baby. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You see, I said Dead Girl. That's not right. That's not the name of the shit. It's called Dear Child. Oh my God, where I get Dead Girl from? Damn. The fuck? It's called Dear Child. So for all of you guys who like suspense, it's not horror, but it's suspense drama. For you guys that like to guess shit and figure shit out, it's along the lines of girl in the basement kind of type thing like that. It's kind of like that, but not exactly like that. Good morning, Aquanda. And so, Dear Child, oh my God, y'all have got to watch this because I found it very interesting. All right. And I was on the phone with my girlfriend Frenchie, and I was like, I'm about to watch Dear Child. And she was like, oh my God, Robin, is this one of your horror movies? And I'm like, no, it don't say horror. And she started watching it, and we wound up watching this shit together. All right. And she was like, bitch, I cannot believe that you got me watching this shit. We watched all 6 episodes and our mouths was wide the fuck open. And so I'm passing that bit of on to you. when you're looking for something to watch, Dear Child on Netflix. Now, there's another show, another series, or I think it's a series, on Prime. It's called The Other Black Girl, I think it's called. Let me see. Because my girlfriend sent it to me yesterday. Let me see. Oh, yep, the other Black Girl, and it's on Hulu. Okay, so that's something else I'm gonna dip my head into and look at that. The other, yes, it's on Hulu, Kevin. Thank you. You know, my mind is all scrambled. We got too many. Did you see it, Kevin? We got too many streaming services. I can't keep the fuck up. But the other Black Girl is on Hulu. Did you see it, Kevin? Because I'm gonna dip my head into watching that. All right. So those are two things that I'm passing on as the weekend is coming. Now, this particular weekend, I'm not going to have time to deep dive into a series. Maybe, no, I'm not. Because maybe Friday night. Oh, you saw the ad last night. Okay, Kevin, good. Because that might be something we talk about on here. I don't know yet. We got to see what's going on there. The other Black Girl. We got to see what's going on. Because I didn't even know about it until my girlfriend told me. And then last night, before I went to bed, I saw the ad for it. So I'm interested. All right. Talking about this weekend, The Rotten Apple, the play. Our Coffee with Friends member, Johnny Leon Hill. I won't get to see him perform on Saturday because they moved his performance to Sunday. But I will still be there with Johnny on Saturday celebrating, hopefully being able to get VIP experience, go backstage, say hi to the actors, get the Coffee with Friends experience at the Rotten Apple play at the Bowie Performing Arts Center on Saturday, September 16th. So I'm hopping on the train in the morning. Our Coffee with Friends resident Brandy will be picking me up from the train station about 1:50. We're going to go eat some seafood, some the fuck where, because I want some crabs. I'm not coming to Maryland and not getting no damn crabs. Okay? Then we're going to freshen up and head over to the play. The crazy thing is, my travel agent, she lives in Bowie. And I realized that because I was sending her, I knew she lived in Maryland, but I didn't know the town. And I had to send her out a package yesterday. And I said, oh my God, she lives in Bowie. So I invited her out to the play and to hang out with us. I'm not sure she can make the play because she got some other stuff already planned. But she did say that she was going to meet with us after and hang out with us after. Wait, what, Aquanda? Trying to go to the ER, but my gas is low. Waiting on roadside assistance. Had the chills, nausea, and my right leg locked up. Oh, hell no. You're waiting on roadside assistance? Baby, first of all, baby, your gas is too low to drive to a gas station to get more gas? Oh my God, see that be my worst fear, running out of gas. Cause see the shit? Your gas is low and you don't feel good. See, you know how we read that story about the girl on the airline, Delta, who shitted up and down the aisle? That would be me right now. I would be on the side of the road with bubble guts, having to shit in the bushes somewhere because I don't fucking feel well. My leg is locked up and I ain't got no fucking gas. See, that's the shit that be stressing me the fuck out. And the first person I would have called if I had a man was my man. This is why I fucking need my man. Because I'd have been like, babe, come and get my ass, cuz. The fuck? Where the fuck is Andy? Andy can't Uber to you? Girl, you got to keep us up to date because, baby, that sounds real scary. So keep us up to date with what's going on, Aquanda, because All right, the gas station is 2 blocks away. You can make it on 16 miles. The gas station is 2 blocks away. That's not 16 miles. That's probably like a mile. You can make it to the gas station. 16 miles is a lot, Aquanda. You can make it to the gas station. 2 blocks away is probably less than a mile. You could get to the gas station. Ghost, Aquanda is stuck on the side of the road with 16 miles of gas, and she said the gas station is 2 blocks away. Can you please give her some confidence that she can make it to the gas station? That should only be, 2 blocks. That can't even be a whole mile. Oh, your car won't start? But you're on your block where you live, right? So if you don't feel good, Aquanda, and you're on your block where you live, why do you need roadside assistance at this point? Just get out the car, tell Andy to deal with it, and you take your ass to the hospital, even if you have to Uber. Why are you waiting for roadside assistance? Exactly, Ghost. That's not gas. If you have 16 miles worth of gas in your car and your car won't start, that's your battery, that's your alternator, that's something else. That is not gas. Okay? And if you don't feel good, you should not be sitting there waiting for roadside assistance. That's where, see, this is, get the man. Get the man. I bet. Aquanda. I know you didn't fuck say he sleep. You know what? Let me, what's today? September 14th. Let me go to this positive thought because y'all not going to stress me this fucking morning. That man sleep and you don't feel good and your leg locked up and your car won't start and your man is asleep and you won't wake him up and tell him to get the fuck downstairs? Listen, Aquanda, you know the one thing we're going to do here on Coffee with Friends is be honest and keep it real with love because we love you. And we're telling you that you need to wake his ass the fuck up. This is where the man come into play. Okay? You should not be out there waiting for roadside. Oh, baby, let me have a whole fucking man laid up. See, this is what make my my whole ass itch. I don't get, Aquanda, you making excuses for the man. Somebody get her. Please get her. Cause you making you know about cars, Aquanda? See, that's that shit my ex told me about the tires on my car. And that's the shit that got us broken up. Because don't fucking have, so I gotta learn about cars. This is his chance to learn. Don't make me learn. Or I shouldn't have to sit outside and fucking deal with roadside assistance. I don't give a fuck. He's gonna learn today. See, this is why the men in the houses of you ladies who be watching my podcast be saying I'm loud and I cuss a lot. Cause y'all be making me. Let the fucking man do his job. Stop making excuses for him, Aquanda. Wake his ass the fuck up. I don't even believe we talking about this. With love. I can't. We got to do better. See, this is when we talk about needing our men, right? And trying to act independent. See, Aquanda, you stepping in doo-doo right now. Okay, because you trying to do the shit he should be doing for you. Now, the only reason why you should be sitting out there like this is if you single and you ain't got no man and you ain't got no choice. If you got a whole man laying up in that bed, he need to be the fuck outside. But today is September 14th, and September is the month of trust. And we're going to get into reading this because there's some other things that we want to jump into and talk about, right? Today's topic, oh my God, Ghost, and you should the fuck be. And you should be. I be God dog it if I'm going to be outside dealing with my car, my man is upstairs snoring. He going to be downstairs trying to figure this shit out. I don't give a fuck. Ladies, see, we be trying to do too much. Let these men be men. Provide and protect. A good working car is a form of protection. September 14th. I experience and express the power of trust because I'm ready to have the things I want. Thank you, Kevin. I need the fellas to tell her. Fellas, please let Aquanda know. I need the men to enforce this on here because, ladies, I am ready to have the things that I want. This is your lucky day. That's right. This is the day you can have anything you want. Anything and everything you have ever thought of having or doing is yours for the asking. Go ahead. Ask for something. It doesn't matter how big or how small, just ask. No one is going to ask you for anything in return. You don't have to do anything beyond the asking. If you are willing to accept that life is on your side and wants for you exactly what you want for yourself, go ahead and ask for it. If you think you can handle having what you want, ask for it. If you believe that you are worthy of having what you want, ask for it. This message is for you, Aquanda. If you love yourself enough to have what you want without working hard or struggling to get it, ask for it. If your heart is open and free of hatred, anger, resentment, or fear, ask for what you want. If you believe that you deserve it, ask for it. If you are not afraid of what people will say about you once you have everything you want, ask for it. What's the matter? Can't you think of anything you want bad enough to make yourself fit this criteria? Until today, you may not have understood what it would take for you to have exactly what you want in life. Just for today, examine the criteria. Get yourself ready to have what you want. Today, I am devoted to doing what I need to do to prepare myself to have exactly what I want. This message is for you today, Aquanda, because obviously you're not asking for what you want and what you think you need, right? Because you're sitting in your car, your leg is locked up, you got the fever, you got the chills, you're nauseous, and you're sitting there waiting for roadside assistance. See, Aquanda, this is one of my things that I struggle with in dating. Thank God the no driver's license. See, for emergencies like this, I feel like both people need to know how to drive, right? But I don't give a fuck. He don't need a license to sit in the car and wait for roadside assistance. I hear a lot of excuses for Andy. And with love, Aquanda, you make a lot of excuses for this man. You're allowing him to be less than a man. You're allowing him to be lazy. You're allowing him to take advantage of you. Okay? You are not allowing him to be the man he should be. Okay? Your car is parked and you're waiting for roadside assistance. He don't need a fucking license to wait for the tow truck to come and get the car and take it to the gas station, baby girl. Okay? Just in case you didn't know that, right? And he don't need a driver's license to call your fucking ass an Uber to take you to the hospital. Okay? There is no excuse for Andy that you can give me right now. Okay? And that would make this whole scene be okay. Okay? Okay, stop making excuses for these tired ass men or women that you're in relationships with that are not doing their fucking part. Stop making excuses for them. Period. Him bringing you food in bed and medicine, he should. That ain't no extra kudos. He should, because you would do the same for him. if he was in bed sick. That's what partners do for each other. But you see, this is why I became single. This is the very reason why I became single. All right. Because men out there be complaining about the woman being independent. But then there's two things going on here. Some women don't know how to hang up their hat of independence at times in situations like this and let their partners step in and take care of it. I don't give a fuck if I had a girlfriend and she was an aggressor. That means you want to dress like a man. You want to strap a dick on and fuck me like a man. You gonna get the fuck downstairs and fix my car like a fucking man. Now, I might be wrong. I don't give a damn. That's the role you chose. So this applies to whether I'm in a relationship with a woman or a fucking man. Now, if I got a girlfriend and she's lipstick like me, okay, we in fucking trouble. But that's why I wouldn't do no shit like that. Okay? I don't need, Ladies, stop making excuses for your significant other. Sometimes we women are the problem. We allow these men to not do what they're supposed to be doing for us. And then we complain. Ladies, y'all got to take accountability. Aquanda, you need to take accountability for the role that you play in your man being lazy. Now, with love, with fucking love. All right? With love. Because anybody that I'm in a relationship with, my car breakdown, they bet to come, girl or man, and deal with the shit because I'm not doing it. That part, side. Well, Sai, you're right. Only reason why I brought up gender is because I want to make sure people understand whether I'm dating a man or a woman. For me, I will never be the one sitting on the side of the road or in front of my house with a broken car waiting for roadside assistance unless I'm single. But if I have a partner, no matter what the fuck gender it is, they got to be outside. And the reason why I brought gender in is because I want people to understand that even if I was with a woman, that I would expect the same thing from my woman. That's it. I'm the girly girl in this relationship. Morning, y'all. Go say it's a tough job being a man. There are no days off. We do what we got to do no matter what. Get his ass up. That part. The fuck is wrong? That part. Being a man is a tough job. There are no days off. For women either. For women either. Right? That's why I say, why are you taking on a part of where he needs to be helping you with, Aquanda? And don't run from us and get quiet. Go get your man. Uber. Oh my God. I can't. Oh, y'all. Wait a minute. Y'all said, see, this is what got me in trouble. You see, y'all cussed me the fuck out a year ago. 2 years ago, as a matter of fact, because I called my ex for tires on my car. And see what y'all turn around and do? You tell her to call her ex after y'all cuss me out for calling mine. Now, how y'all giving her advice that you told me not to do? Well, Si, see what I'm saying? This is where we fucking up. Because, baby, why the fuck am I eating kitty cat or sucking eggplant And I can't call you if I'm not doing it. Good morning, mother. I'm not doing it. Ghost, but he was. Ghost, he was. When I tell y'all that I begged for tires for my car for months, I'm driving around on tires that are no good for my car, and the winter is coming. Okay, y'all tell me I was wrong for calling my ex, but I'm gonna continue to drive around on a car with fucked up tires. I'm really a girly girl. When I tell you I'm a girly girl, before I fucking go and do the shit myself, I'm calling a motherfucking man. I am. I'm a girly girl. I don't want to do it. Listen, I posted on my on Facebook. See, I'm telling you, I'm real about this life. I posted on Facebook that my fucking inspection sticker expired. Good morning. My inspection sticker expired 4/20/2022. And people look at me side eye. It's not because I don't know where the fucking inspection station is. It's not because it costs money. It's free. It's because I don't want to fucking do it.
I'll tell you why I kind of agree with the call to X part on this one. Only because it's like from day one since I've been hearing about Andy, it ain't been nothing positive.
Well, she need to put him out.
I've been said that shit. I've been said that.
How the fuck you outside sick, nauseous, chill, your leg locked up, and your man is sleeping?
Nah, you know what I'm saying? My question is why he ain't taking you to the hospital? Why wasn't he in the car with you from the jump?
Because he don't have a license, she said.
But he could still been in the car. Why he ain't going to the hospital with you though? You know what I'm saying? To make sure you all right.
Ghost, please, I need the men to speak up because I'm fucking lost here.
Nah, shout out, that man supposed to be right there with you. Not one. That's what I'm saying. Not one. So that's why I say I would have called the ex, you know what I'm saying, in this situation. And yours, I'm pretty sure at the time that, you know, your guy at the time was actually doing shit, but he just fucked up and fumbled on the car shit. You know what I'm saying? He did other shit though. I ain't heard shit that ended and done, not ever.
Okay, cause Aquanda,
Hey y'all.
Yeah.
Listen.
The chills and the shaking and nausea, it was gone days ago. It's the leg.
But you still got the legs, how they? You still got the leg. The leg can be some diabetes shit. It could be anything. It could be something serious.
This the second time this happened. This happened 2 weeks before we went to Mexico. It's some weird reaction with the right leg. But this one hurt a little bit more than the last time. I had to call off my job yesterday and the other job the day before.
But you're still sitting in the car and your man is upstairs sleeping.
Yeah, that's my fault for not putting gas in yesterday. I had to run.
You're still making excuses for this man.
Nah,
okay, hold on.
It's my responsibility. This is my car.
No. Man,
I'm gonna need y'all. Come on, man.
First of all, you got a man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your car or not, he still gets around in your car with you or without you, whatever. He still, you know what I'm saying, still uses part of that car. Even if he didn't, you still his woman. You know what I'm saying? Now you saying your car won't start because you have no gas in it whatsoever?
Yeah, it says 16 miles is too low.
Listen, make him get his ass up, walk to the motherfucking store, regardless of how far that shit is. Get a gas can, put some gas in it.
I would have to go get a canister right here around the corner at the AutoZone.
Oh, you're not listening. You're not listening. Make him get his ass up and walk to the motherfucking store, buy a gas can, get some gas.
He might get the wrong one. I don't trust that. If you don't, what's the saying? You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do it yourself.
Well, then, if you really feel like that, you need to get him the fuck about your house. If you feel like you gotta do shit by yourself, get him the fuck about your house. Like, he's useless. Why is he there? He's useless.
Like I do this every time. It's the first time it happened.
Laquanda,
in 3 years I had the car. It's the first time it happened.
You fighting at every corner, my nigga. You fighting at every corner. Like everything a nigga tell you, you got a rebuttal for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? The nigga ain't, bro. You making it? Ooh, Lord Jesus.
Ooh, I know. He just don't know cars. I know more than
that
he
nigga know gas. That nigga know how to walk. That nigga know how to walk and go get gas.
I'm quicker with him with a bad leg.
So
it's not even worth it.
So can I say something here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Andy is not the problem. This is with love.
I was
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Let me just go here for a minute because this is going to be a hard, critical moment.
Hmm.
Okay. And I'm saying this with love because the goal of this show is for us to do better and be fucking better. Right? What
Hmm.
I'm seeing here is Andy is not the problem. It's you, Aquanda. You got this man up in your house and you complain that he don't do nothing, he's lazy, he's this, but over the time period we listen to the different scenarios, this is what you allow. This is what you have allowed. So the position that Andy plays in the house is because this is what you allowed. You played the part in how he is and how he navigates in this relationship. So ultimately, you can't blame Andy for moving slower than you, not doing the things he needs to do, because you're not putting your level of expectations on him and making him accountable for them. I don't give a fuck. Like everything we say to you, you come up with an excuse. Every single thing we have said, you go, but he don't know cars. He don't have a license. He might buy the wrong one. He too slow. You faster than him with a bad leg. He's this. He's that. Everything is an excuse for Andy. This is a whole fucking man. Why are you not letting him be a man? Fuck what you think he know and what he don't know. It's his responsibility to figure the shit out. Because what you're essentially doing is you're stunting his growth as a man. He ain't gonna be no good for himself or nobody else at this point because he don't know shit because nobody is holding him accountable to do shit. Now, this is the bottom line. And thank you, Kevin, for going there because you said you don't trust him. Listen, baby, September is the month of trust. And the first thing it said was trust yourself. Right? So you entered a
All right,
relationship,
I gotta go.
right?
Y'all
You
be
entered a relationship
Bye, girl.
that you don't trust this man, but you don't even trust yourself enough because you didn't pick a man that you can hold accountable to do the things that you need. You need to you need to force him to step into those manly shoes, or else why the fuck is he there? He don't fuck you, he don't suck you, he don't do shit. Now that's all with love. And that's because we as women need to do better. We cannot be complaining about these lazy ass men and then on the flip side talking about, well, I'm at the mechanic taking care of my car and my man is sleeping. Oh, fuck that. Why I got to learn about an alternator? Fuck that. You gonna learn. I don't want to know more than you. And even if I did, you gonna learn. So this is what love, Aquanda. You need to be taken care of better as a woman in your relationship, and you're not holding your man accountable to do that. So I need you to really sit in that and figure out what it is you need and what it is you want out of a relationship. Are you just in it for companionship so that you can look at somebody in your house besides the $400 a month he gives you? What else is there? Come on. You should not be there. I'm very disappointed. You should not be the fuck outside with a cramped up leg waiting for roadside assistance. I'm never going to agree with that. Not when there's a man upstairs. And y'all, oh, you didn't know me when I called my ex for the tires. They cussed me out on here. They told me I was wrong. But see, I'm the bitch that I'm not going to do it. If there's a man in my life somewhere, they're going to figure it out. So y'all just saying, why be in a relationship if you can't benefit and rely on them? Relationships are transitional. What are you getting from him out of the relationship? You're sitting in the car by yourself. Well, that's it, y'all. If you don't want us to attack him, you can't talk about him. But see, I don't want you to not talk about him because the whole purpose of this show is we got to do better. We got to recognize the things that we need in our lives. And a lot of times we accept less because we're used to accepting less. And I battle with this in my own life too, but I'm going to keep fighting against that urge. And I want you to do the same thing, Aquanda, because you deserve so much fucking more. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm saying all of this with love. Make that man step into them shoes. Well, Kevin, that part. I was driving around with an expired inspection sticker. My license is good. But does he know how to drive, Aquanda, or he just doesn't have a license? What is it?
She took lessons when he was a teenager. Then he stopped.
So he don't drive.
Not concrete, no.
But he can call Uber for you to get to the emergency room, right? And he can sit in the car and wait for roadside assistance.
What I'm sitting in the car with me.
No, I didn't. He could. I said he can call you an Uber to take you to the hospital, and he can sit in the car by himself and wait for roadside assistance.
Well, I think I have to do it because it's the first time I switched insurance, so I need to see how this works. I never did the roadside before. Period.
You heard me, Kevin.
They may need me to sign something. I don't know.
I know, Cena. No, they wouldn't need you to sign anything, Aquanda. Okay? I have called roadside assistance and walked away from my car because I tell you I'm a girly girl. I'm not fucking doing it. Okay? And the man will take care of it. They will not. You have an emergency. You need to go to the hospital. All Andy will have to tell him is you went to the hospital. They would tow your car to wherever you told them to tow it to.
Well, no, he's coming with the gas container. He's going to fill up the gas so much.
Oh, the roadside assistance is going to put gas in.
Yeah. Cause I told her what happened. He's going to bring it. I got to give him $10 for it. Since it's included, I'm like, might as well try it out. From the new insurance.
Well, I wish you luck. Cause
I tried calling my brother, but I think he's at work.
How far does your brother live?
Elgin. South Elgin.
I'm not from Chicago. Is that 20 minutes from you?
That's over an hour, and he works in Bolingbrook, which is over an hour. Try calling the ex, but he has to get ready for work. He would have done it.
He would have came and sat in front of your house with your man upstairs.
Well, no, he would have came and got the gas container for me, put gas in, and that's about it. But he has to be at work.
Yeah.
And my mom, she's on a flight to Seattle now to see my sister.
Okay. So, but how are you feeling overall? So you don't have just your leg is locked up. You're not nauseous.
Yeah, it's the right leg. I got nauseous Sunday. I ate some watermelon slices at work. It crept up on me. That's all I had. I've been doing this challenge. And like I said, this happened before. In the July, had that veggie fried rice. I had the children locked up on me, but it didn't hurt as bad.
Maybe the change in the diet, your body is reacting to the change in the diet, maybe?
Something. Because I've been losing weight. I'm down to 319.
Oh, okay. You were 323 the other day, so you lost more.
Yeah. I was probably losing more now. I really didn't eat nothing. He bought some tacos. I said I had one and had some applesauce. And
maybe the change in diet has something to do with it. But somebody else on here said make sure it's not a blood clot. So you really need to go to the hospital, make sure that they check your leg. Maybe
because it's only the right leg been affected those 2 times. The left one's fine. I don't know.
Right, Kevin. I know that's right. You want to be the man that gets the phone call, right?
Well, come on through, Kevin. Where you at, though?
Cena.
You can cook too? No.
Cena, come on now, because you listen. You see, I'm single right now, and you know my ex personally. You practically wiped his butt with the Pampers and shit like that. That's how long you knew my ex, okay? And so I'm not going for the shits. If you're not in here pulling up your weight, say la vie. Say la vie. As soon as I have to call my ex to do something for you, man, you gone. And that's what happened. Like, if I got to call another man to come and do shit for me, bye. And don't think I wasn't afraid at first, because I was. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be by myself. Oh my God, I gotta pay this expensive rent by myself. But you know what? I can't look at a man that's not being a man. You know, that's just me. And it took me a minute, right, to be able to settle in that. But listen, I'm such a girly girl. I just can't do it. So I don't know if it's a Capricorn thing or it's just whatever. Kevin, yeah, she's waiting for a roadside assistance from her insurance company. You know, sometimes they take an hour or two. Zen said, you trust your brother, mother, stranger, everyone else to help, but don't trust your man upstairs sleeping. Wow, that's deep.
All he can do right now is just get his rest whenever he wake up. Stay out of the way. I texted him like the car won't start, but
did he
he's probably
respond?
knocked out.
Oh, he didn't respond. He didn't respond. All right. Well, there's something else I want to share with y'all, right? We didn't even get into the topic because we were talking about this, but this actually lends to the topic that I wanted to bring to the table that I didn't bring to the table today, but name things, reasons why we need our men. And so today is a perfect example as to why I would need my man, you know, because the other day we talked about women being independent and men wanting to be needed. And when they hear women say we don't need them, they get upset over that, right? But this is a perfect example of why I would need my man. I know some men don't want to just hear that they're needed for this, but I don't just need him for this, but stuff like this to make sure that I'm protected, make sure that I'm safe, make sure that I'm okay if I'm not feeling well. These are the things that I want from my significant other, right? And so it's just something to think about. All right. But in the meantime, between time, Michael Baisden has a new book. I know we didn't finish that other clinical book. All right. But Michael Baisden has a new book. And my friend Nakia is doing a book club with her podcast. And I decided to order the book. It's called Don't Lie to Me by Michael Baisden. And it says people don't lie to you because you can't handle the truth. They lie to take away your choices. Okay. And so it's on the New York Times best-selling author. In the back, it says liars try to justify their lies by claiming you can't handle the truth. But it's the liar who can't handle your response to the truth. Something to think about. At some point, you have to trust your gut and dismiss these cheaters, no matter how lonely you are or how good the sex is. But the hardest part is to stop lying to yourself about why you're tolerating this treatment and why you keep attracting these types. This is a good book for you too, Akwanda. All right. This book is not just about exposing liars, but confronting our self-lies, because it's much easier to manipulate someone who isn't being real with themselves. Once you learn transparency, you'll demand honesty, insist on consistency, and see people for who they truly are, because you'll no longer lie to yourself about who you are. So open the book and let the lessons begin. Don't lie to me. All right. So if you're interested in reading this book and discussing it, Michael Baisden, I ordered it from Amazon. I got the hardcover. So, you know, just a little tidbit out there. I'm not, you know, pushing folks to do it, but if you're interested in it, get it. You know, I'm gonna read this Saturday on my train ride to Maryland. I'll probably finish the fucking book by the time I get back, but I'm gonna read this on my way to and from Maryland this weekend. All right, and I will keep y'all up to date with how good it is. All right. Oh, you said you love his books. Okay, good, Cena. Order the book, yes, so that we can discuss it. Michael Baisden books are really, really good, y'all. And so it's been a while. Everybody knows him from Maintenance Man. I know everybody on here done read The Maintenance Man. No?
I remember him from Channel 11.
Michael Baisden? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
WTTW. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You know, so it's a good book to read. So today, and we didn't have time to discuss it, and we can carry it over to Freestyle Friday, but I saw a post floating around that said, if you went out on a date, right, and the person taking you out on a date, you get to the restaurant and they tell you that you have a limit on your spend on what you can order, what would your response be?
Why is there a limit?
That's a good question. Why is there a limit? Would you be so brave to ask them, why is there a limit? If someone gave you a limit on your date, on your spend at the restaurant and told you what you could order, Zen said bye. Now, this is circulating around social media, and I found this to be hilarious, okay? Because I was like, okay, let me think about this for a minute. First of all, if somebody asked me out on a date, right, and they picked the restaurant, they should already have looked at the menu, have looked at the prices, know what the approximate budget is going to be, right? I always say, date within your budget. So don't pick a restaurant. If you can't afford Ruth Chris, okay, then go someplace else. Go to another steakhouse of a lower caliber. I don't know.
The
But
Ruth Chris is real good. Someone brought me some at work. I was working downtown. Real good.
yeah. So don't turn around and take me to Ruth Chris and tell me I can't get the lobster tail with my steak. Right? I'm going to have a problem with that. And that's going to be the end of the date for me. Now, for some people, that might sound shallow, but I feel like a first date, the guy or the woman, whoever's taking you out, should have budgeted based on the menu. I know for one, if you tell me the restaurant we're going to, I always look at the menu. I always do, because I want to know in advance if I'm going to like the food, what I'm going to order, etc. What would y'all response be? Zen said that's all, just bye. So Zen, you would get up from the table at that point and say bye? This is the first this is the first date. You would get the fuck up and be like, bye? Because I really would be fucking annoyed if I'm sitting at the table and a guy looked at me and said, I'd be like, motherfucker, what? I might leave too, Zen. I might leave too. And this is why when I go on first dates, I never let them pick me up. I always meet them someplace if I don't know them, right? I always meet them someplace, but fuck that shit. Okay? I might say, you know what? Well, this date is not for us. Okay? Because anything that I order off the menu, I could pay for myself. And so if you're limiting me, to me, A, that's a red flag, because you did poor planning. You took me to a restaurant you could not afford, which means what? It's a red flag for me, but I could be wrong. Y'all said, oh, Sai said I'm out if there's a limit. Okay, so Sai is saying bye too. I want to know how this plays out though. While you're sitting at the table with this person, do you just get up and leave? Aquanda, are you leaving?
Yeah.
What would you
I'm
say?
like, I would have to go. I'm like, I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
you know, women take their purses to the bathroom always.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
So you would ghost him. You would just leave.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all said I would say no problem and never call them again. No, okay. So you would go through with the date, have the dinner, and then just not call them again.
Or
all right.
If I haven't been to that restaurant before, I'm like, can you give me a plate, a table on the other side of the room? I'll pay for my own plate.
Oh, yeah.
Might as well enjoy while I'm here.
Okay, so you would separate table. No, it's for men too, Kevin. Like, I mean, we can make it for both. It don't matter.
Yeah, either or.
Either or, right? If you're on a date and you are giving a spending, right? Because women take men out on dates too. So if a woman takes you out on a date, Kevin, and you sit down at the table, I take men out for dates and I pay, right? If I turned around and told you, Kevin, listen, there's a limit. You can't spend over $40 for your plate or some shit like that. What would you say to me?
We going to Applebee's. We going to Chili's.
Down at the table.
You gotta get up.
I normally let the man decide because I don't know your pockets, but I'm not a child. See ya. Well, that's the point. That's the point. I always let the man decide too. So when he decides, or if I'm taking him on a date and I decide, then shouldn't I have pick the restaurant within my budget? Zen said, I think it's different for women, but for the first dates, I always assumed that I would pay half. So if I was going to order something, it would be something I could afford. Got it, Zen. So that's a great point. That's a great point, because some people go into first dates as Dutch, right? And so that's a great point, Zen. So you said it might be different for women, and you're right, because I'm going to tell you no lie. This might be my bad. I never think to go on a first date Dutch. I don't. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. I don't know. But if you ask me out on a date, I'm assuming you're paying. When I ask a man out on a date and I tell him it's on me, I'm paying. I asked you out on a date. But that's a good point, Zen. Fellas, do you automatically assume, your first date's a Dutch, or you put a limit on your first dates? How do y'all handle that? So I said, this might sound bad, but I date people within my financial category, or preferably better. So this is never an issue. But even still, you could date someone in your financial category, right? Or someone making more money than you. That doesn't mean that they're financially responsible. This is a first date, right? So you don't know really enough about this person to know if they're financially responsible. I know people that make a lot of money and still can't afford to do certain things, right? Based on their lifestyle and how they manage their money. Right? But it don't sound bad, Sai, because I'm with you. I date within my financial category too. I try. Well, I should say this. I didn't always date within my financial category, but from now on, I'm going to date within my financial category, because what I've learned is the men that I've dated that make less, it bothers them. And so I need to date within my financial category. And it's not easy, right? Because it's not easy. But I'm with you on that side. Zen said, I would say bye, because obviously I'm too much. They can go find less. Oh, that part. That part. Y'all said, I would only finish the date if I really liked his convo prior, and I would eventually inquire about the limit while eating. That's another great point, y'all. If you and this guy, or you and this woman has been talking for a period of time, and you really vibe with this person and you really like this person, right? Would you automatically get up and be frustrated that they can't pay for whatever it is you want to order, right? Would you sit through the dinner and either contribute your portion to what you want to order, or order less because you like the vibe of this person? Is liking the vibe of this person enough? Y'all, you said you ain't never given up the ass. I'm dead. Kevin said, if I'm taken out on a date, I'm going to stick to the limit or a little under. I appreciate someone taking the time to treat me. Okay, but Kevin, and I understand that if you knew in advance before you got to the restaurant, right? But the way this was worded is, you're at the restaurant and you find out sitting at that table that you have a limit, right? In your case, see, men might be nicer than women. Because Kevin said he would just appreciate being there. Pat said, I would finish the date, but I would say to him, you should have taken me for tea and crumpets. Oh! Tea and crumpets could be expensive. Them tea places be money. I have spent money on tea and crumpets. The fuck? And still been hungry. Had to go to fuck someplace else and eat.
You better go get some Liptons.
Some wangs. Some chicken wangs. Okay? So I said, if you ask me out, you are paying. Laugh out loud. If I ask you out, I'm paying. If we're dating, then we just treat one another. You pay, I pay. I agree with this. If you ask me out, you paying, motherfucker, because you don't know if I have money. You ask me out on the date. Okay? You don't know if I got money. I could be broke that week. But you're right. If we're dating, then, it's transitional. We go out, I pay sometime, you pay sometime, we split the bill, whatever the case may be. But this is first date. How would this first date deter you from having a second date if the man gave you a limit or if the woman gave you a limit. It seems like the guys don't care. It seems like the women are like, Well, except for Zen, he was like, bye. Okay. First date, and I ask, I'm paying. I've been offered Dutch, and I was like, no. I love it, Kevin. Yes. Yes, for the ladies that you asked out on a date, Kevin, for offering to pay Dutch. Yes, for the ladies who offered to pay Dutch, okay? But kudos to you for saying no. I love it. Kudos to you for saying no. I'm going to be honest. Y'all might say I'm raggedy and ratchet. I have never offered to pay Dutch. Now, I'll leave a tip. If you've taken me out a couple of times and you paying the bill, I'll leave a tip. I'll even take you out and I pay the full bill. But I have never, what my man said, let me pay 50% of the bill. I just leave a tip. The fuck? If I gotta pay 50%, I'm just gonna cover the bill and you leave the tip. That's how I've been doing it. But maybe Dutch is not bad. You teaching me something, Kevin. Dutch is not bad. All right. How many ladies on here offered to pay Dutch on a date? I guess you not. Quanda, you never offered to pay Dutch, right?
Not really.
Me neither. Me neither. How many women on here offered to pay Dutch on a date?
And a lot of establishments are now, they don't really want you to do that.
What, split credit cards and stuff like that?
Yeah, I guess it's too much hassle.
Yeah. But you can bring cash. I mean, I always carry cash, especially on a first date, because you never know. That's a habit of mine. I carry cash. I make sure I have money for my own transportation. If I gotta call an Uber, I make sure everything, because I'm not. As a matter of fact, I drive to meet them, so I drive back. If I don't want to drive, I will Uber there and Uber back, or whatever the case may be. I don't really. I'm always financially prepared. If I don't have no money, period, I might not go on a date because I need to make sure that I have enough money to cover me in the event something happens. Pat said for the first date, it's in poor taste. He should take you out. He should take you out for what he could afford. That's what I say. Right? You don't have to go to Ruth Chris. You don't have to go to Capitol Grill. You don't have to go to these places. You don't have to go to Mr. Chow's. You don't have to do that. You can go to Cheesecake Factory. You can go to Applebee's. You can go to TGIF. You can go to a lot of other places. Okay? You can go to a diner. You don't have to go to these expensive restaurants. Pat said, I'm not going Dutch, period. Well, Pat, I go Dutch with my friends. I do throw tips up there on dates. Right? I do. And even during the date, if they pay for it, I might buy them a drink during the course of the date. I might do other things to let them know, you know what, I got you. But I never offered to actually pay Dutch. Kevin said, I'm still staying under the limit. I've been on the other end of the bill for years, and it's rare to be treated. I'm glad to hear it, Kevin. You teaching us something, right? Because think about it. The men are always on the other side of the bill. Or the woman that's taking you out, if you're in same-sex relationship, is always on the other side of the bill, right? It's nice to be treated. So in Kevin's case, he was staying within the limit. So are you saying, Kevin, that us women are ratchet, that won't stay that get up and be like, bye, because you give us y'all said most male friends absolutely will never let me pay. I have to fight them to pay, even if they paid the last time. But I had one man I was dating let me pay a $92 hibachi bill. I dumped him the next week. Oh! Why did you dump him, y'all?
I would have walked out the restaurant.
You said one man you were dating, right? And I'm going back to Sai's comment where she says if she's dating, he pay, she pay, or she pay, she pay. Y'all treat each other, whatever the case may be. In this case, you said you were dating. So this was somebody you were dating, right? So what was wrong with covering the $92 hibachi bill? If y'all are dating, sometimes you pay, sometimes he pays, sometimes y'all split the bill. Dating, an active dating relationship is different when you go out, right? That's different than from a first date, I think. What was the matter with paying a $92 hibachi bill? I have paid over $100 for dinner, $150 for dinner with me and a person that I've taken out on a date. That doesn't bother me. Pat said, I'll take a man out and pay, but I'm not going Dutch. See, that's me, Pat. That's me. I will take you out. I will pay for the date, but I throw tips up there. I do not do the Dutch thing like, let me see the bill. I'll give you half. You get, nah. Either I'm going to pay the bill or you going to pay the bill. I don't know. I've never done Dutch. Not that I'm saying I will never do Dutch, but I just never, I've never done it. Not with a man I'm dating. Y'all said I dumped him because he was as bad as Tank Guy, worth nothing, horrible dick, ate my food and was cheap. Oh, okay. So that's, you know what? Okay, I understand. Sai said I've never been given a limit, but I tried to be mindful on a first date of what I'm ordering and not to go crazy price wise. But I've also been on dates and been encouraged to get whatever I'd like. Giving someone a limit tells me you're not ready for. What's the rest? You're not ready for what? Let me hear the rest, Sai. Y'all said I don't mind paying at all, but this was the tipping point with this guy. I love spoiling my man, honey. Okay, I get it now. Based on your last, I get it. There was already issues going on in the relationship, and that was like a cherry on the top. So I get that. That's why I asked the question, what made you upset about covering the bill, right? Because if I'm dating and we're dating, I don't mind paying for dinner. Okay, for this date. Okay, so Sai said, you having a limit tells me you're not ready for this date. Okay. I mean, that's what I would be saying. Kevin said, for the ladies that say, I'll never do Dutch, do y'all even ever take a man on a date? Yes, Kevin, I have taken men on a date. And like I said, I'll pay for the whole date, right? I have taken men out on date. I have taken men, the man that I'm interested in out for drinks, right? And I pay the whole fucking bill. I don't give a fuck what he orders. If I ask you out on a date and I pick the restaurant, or even if he picks the restaurant, right? I go look at the menu. I know what's on the fucking menu. I budget my money and I go. I don't give him no limit. He get what he the fuck wants. I pay the bill. I tip. Okay? When he take me out, he pays the bill. And sometimes I offer the tip, or vice versa. If I pay the bill, sometimes he offers the tip. But yes, I will take a man that I'm fucking interested in out on a motherfucking date. Yes, I will. And I will not give him a limit. Okay. Good morning, Johnny. Never be sorry. Kevin also said no, because it's a man's role. In my life and mine, I'm my life and mine to take care of a woman. Order what you want, boo. Yes. See, I like it. That excited me, Kevin. You said order what you want, boo. See, I love shit like that. That just excited me. I'm such a girly girl. I'm yes, tell me to order what I want, boo. That's the kind of man I need. Shit. Y'all said that same hibachi guy saw what I had and wanted to become my dependent. He love bombed me and gave keys to his empty, raggedy apartment. Y'all, don't make me choke this morning. Okay? He wanted you to come in and furnish that shit. Pat said, yes, I've taken men out on date and I've paid. However, no Dutch, because that's not womanly or manly. Pat, I agree. I don't know. I never offered Dutch. Not unless I'm with my girlfriends. The fuck? And I'm gonna tell you no lie, my girlfriends are fly. These bitches take me on great dates. I be like, oh damn, y'all be doing better than the men out here. I be feeling like I'm on whole dates with my female friends. I be like, what? We be at nice restaurants and shit. And I be like, what? We sitting around looking like a whole lesbian couple. Y'all said, Kevin say all the right things. No Sahara Desert here. I know that's right, y'all. Right? He gonna get that cootie. Damn, Kevin, you sound like a good guy. You single? How old are you again? Because what the fuck? Where you live? The fuck? Sai said, Kevin, you sound like a good... Somebody better snatch you the fuck up. They better. If you not snatched the fuck up already, Kevin, they better get you. Because, baby, you are saying all the right things today. Okay? So I pray for a good, worthy woman in your life. If you don't have one already, I pray that a good, worthy woman falls on your lap. All right? Because you, by the way you sound, Kevin, you deserve a good woman that appreciates your efforts. You sound like you understand what it is to be a man. That part, Kevin, and this, listen, this is why y'all's cootie cat is dripping, because look what the hell you saying. I'd rather be taken to dinner than ever go Dutch, and that's what I want my man to prefer. Listen, don't let the bill hit the table and you talk about the bill's 170, you got 80 or 95 or 100. No, you either pay the bill or I pay the bill, but that should be established up front. Okay? The fuck? Johnny said, I'm with you when we good to the carry-out order. What you want? Get the fries with the salt, pepper, and ketchup, and get them wings with extra mumbo sauce. Ah! Yes. The extra mumbo sauce. That shit is the DMV shit. I tried that mumbo sauce because I had to. And I was like, what the fuck is so good about this mumbo sauce? I'm still trying to figure it out. Y'all are big on that mumbo sauce in the DMV. I don't know. I'm going to have to revisit this mumbo sauce shit again, because I'm trying to figure it out. Okay? But I could go for some wings right now. Wings are my favorite. So if we're in a relationship and you bring me wings, thank you, y'all. I thought it was just me. Mumbo sauce is overrated. Let's fight. I thought it was just me because I bought that shit and I was like, this what I'd rather blue cheese. This what they talking about? Give me some chunky blue cheese to dip my wang in and get the chunk of the cheese and bite that shit. I don't even have no wings in this house. I need to get some wings today because I'm craving wings. If you know me, wings are my love language. Get me some fucking wings. Johnny Leon Hill, listen, the mambo sauce, I'm trying to figure out what's the... Okay. Because we done did the mambo sauce bad. But that's all right. But anyway, y'all, it is 10:52, almost 11 o'clock, and I got some work to do. But I appreciate y'all joining Coffee with Friends today. We had a very active day. An unexpected series of events occurred today on Coffee with Friends. But the one thing that I love about this show is that, I mean, we are a community, and I love that. And we love up on each other, even if that means hard criticism, right? Because you can't grow unless you're being told the truth. Unless we are standing and we're being accountable in the things that we need to do better in, right? And so anytime we jump all over people on this show that join our show, it's because we love you. It's because, you know, based on some of our past experiences, we are giving you advice. Based on, you know, other experiences that we might have run into, we're giving you advice based on that, right? A lot of us, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a life coach, so I don't have all the answers. I don't have any answers, okay, other than the fact that I lived 56 years, and I'm talking through my experiences, right? And my outcomes from my experience. So, anytime I jump on here and I'm like, get it together, it's because I love you, right? And we have to do better. And a lot of times we are in bad situations because we ourselves have to hold ourselves accountable for what we allow, what we accept in relationships. I'm still working through that. So Aquanda and anybody else out there that feels like some sort of defeat, or feels like they're being attacked, don't feel that way. I'm still navigating through life in a way where I know that I deserve to be appreciated, and I need to speak up for my needs, wants, and desires more often, right? And so when I yell at you and I bark at you, it's because, baby, what you just described today, I dealt with it with the tires on my car, and you motherfuckers cussed me out, right? But see, ultimately, I'm not going to be in a situation with a significant other if you can't do anything for me, or if you refuse to step into the room. I will get rid of you. But that's just me, right? And it's not because I'm not afraid to be alone. I went through being afraid to be alone, but my fears of being with someone who couldn't do shit for me was so much greater than the fear of me being alone. You understand what I'm saying? Because being alone, I don't find that I cry a lot. Okay, being alone, I don't find that my stomach hurts when I come the fuck home from work and walk in the house. Being alone means I don't have someone requiring things from me when they're not giving me what I require. Right? What I have is me, my needs, my wants, and my desires, and I cater to them how I see fit. Right? And so my fear of being with someone that couldn't provide for me in the way that I needed was larger than the fear of me being alone, right? Because I knew if I couldn't afford this $2,500 rent, I would downsize. Right? There's always solutions. I could go into a 1-bedroom apartment. I could move to a different town. I can always adjust my lifestyle. But what I'm not going to do is fuck with this. I'm not going to fuck with this. My mental state, because it's been fucked with long enough. All right. So when we ask other people to step in the room for us and to provide us what we need, first we need to step in the room for ourselves and understand that you deserve more. Okay. And nobody should come into your life giving you less than what you give yourself. I don't know, Johnny. I think there is. I think that, people that, now I've only been alone, living in the house by myself for 3 years, almost. This spring coming will be 3 years that I've been living by myself. That's not a long time, right? Now, normally before, in between my last relationship, it took me about 3-4 years before I entered into a relationship where I literally was living underneath the roof with someone, because I need time in between, right? I need to cleanse like all my mental from the last relationship, right? But that doesn't mean I don't date. That doesn't mean I'm not seeing someone. It doesn't mean that, right? It just means that I need to make sure that I'm stepping in the room for myself, right? And I do think that there's people who have been alone for years and years and years and years, and they have gotten comfortable with being alone. So sometimes it's hard to allow people into their space. And so that's something we can deep dive into as well. I don't know what that looks like because I haven't been alone that long, right? So if anybody that's on the show been single for a really long time can share with us what that feels like when you think about entering a relationship after being single for years and years and years. What does that feel like? What does that look like for you, right? I appreciate you too, Kevin. Okay, Sai, this is a good one because Sai said, I've been single 8 years and have never lived with someone. I am ready to find my person, but you do create a life that just fits you. So what do you think a life with someone living under the same roof with you is going to look like? Being that you've been single for 8 years, the way you move in your house, the way your house is decorated, the way you place your cups down, the way you you know, your routine, your cleaning routine, your laundry routine, your socializing with your friends. What does that look like for you with a partner after being single for 8 years? It's a good question, right? It's a good question. Some people find it hard to adjust. Some people get comfortable in their alone space. It's a great question. That's true, y'all. I don't think there's anything wrong being alone for a long time. Well, he didn't say there was something wrong with it, right? I think he was asking, what does that look like? Is there a such thing as being alone too long, right? I don't think he meant there's anything wrong with it, but you're absolutely right. There's nothing wrong with it if you're working on yourself and your relationship with God or whatever it is you're working on. I agree with that. Sai said, I'm prepping to meet my person who wants to figure out how to combine their life with mine and mine with theirs. We all are. Well, I know I am too, right? You know, and for me, I do want that, but then I get scared as to what it looks like because I don't want to be disappointed again. And so this is an interesting journey. It really, really is. It really is. And so we had a great topic today, and we can carry some of this over into Freestyle Friday because tomorrow is Freestyle Friday. But today I got to go because I got to do my corporate job, okay? Because they've been working me. All right. And so I want to say, y'all, quick reminders of some things that's coming up. September 16th, this weekend, Saturday, I'm hopping on the Amtrak train. Brandy is picking me up at 1:50. Johnny Leon Hill. So I will be hitting ground in Maryland at 2:00 in the afternoon, going to get some food, going back to Brandy's house to freshen up, get dressed for the 7:00 show. And Johnny, I want to make sure. Do I even have your phone number, Johnny? Did you give me your phone number? Can you please send me your phone number? You know how to get to me. Send me your phone number either on the inbox and IG or wherever so that I can call you to meet up with you guys because you said you're going to be at the play Saturday night. So I want to make sure you know that I've arrived, right? And that I'm there, right? Myself and Brandy. Okay, send it to me. Myself and Brandy will be there for the 7:00 show. We will go out after that and celebrate Johnny Leon Hill. Hopefully I get to meet his wife. I'm so excited about that. And we're going to have a good time, right? This is what supporting each other looks like. I love y'all. You support me, I support you, right? I carve out the time to support those that support me, okay? And Brandy, being the wonderful person she is, Coffee with Friends, I met her through Coffee with Friends. And I've met her a couple of times physically, so I know her personally. And jumped up and was like, you could stay at my house. Why are you spending money on a hotel? But you know, this is why I love y'all. Because not only her, but my travel agent pinged me and was like, you could have stayed here. You know, mom want to see you. And I was like, and I want to see mom too. So I got to carve out time while I'm in Maryland to try to see mom at the same time. Okay. And so it's going to be exciting, y'all. I'm excited. Okay. And so that is what's happening this weekend, Saturday. Oh, Johnny, for real? I love it. But you know, I'll support you either way. I'll buy the ticket, but I appreciate you. I do, because I want y'all to know that this is what this is about. Community and supporting each other. Okay? And so September is that. Then October, my mother goes and posts. Now, my mother knows that I'm coming to Florida for her birthday, right? I'm going to be there for a week, hanging out with her for her birthday. Why did I have to go on Facebook and see that my mother posted a post that said, being that I cannot treat myself to a cruise this year, I'm giving myself a birthday party. I looked around and I said, really? She's going to give herself a birthday party on the week that I'm going to be there, which means that I'm going to have to work now. That means I'm going to have to help her with this party. We're going to have to get the decorations. We're going to have to do stuff or whatever. And then I'm going to have to hang out with all them old ratchet ladies in the building. I love them. I love them. All right. And so my mother is so petty. She wanted to give the get together in her house so that she can annoy the neighbor below her. And I was like, no, Ma, there's too many people. You got coming to your birthday party. Let's just use the community room downstairs. It's a beautiful space. Let's just use the room, decorate the room, and whatever the case may be. So we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have this birthday party. She really got me on that, but didn't even Johnny. She didn't even tell me. She didn't call me and say, Robin, I'm thinking about giving myself a birthday party. What do you think? Nope. I happen to see it on Facebook. This is how social media gets us in trouble. I had to find out my mama giving a birthday party on Facebook. So that's happening in October. So anybody live in the St. Petersburg area, want to come and celebrate with me and my mama, come on. Anybody live out there in Florida and St. Petersburg or near, and you want to come and hang for the birthday party with the senior citizens in the building, they're fun, y'all. They fun. Come on. All right. And then November 16th to November 20th, we have our Houston trip, which I need to jump on the phone with Fancy K and Deb and build this itinerary. I just need to get through the next couple of weekends, and then I will buckle down and get the itinerary built out for Houston so that everybody kind of knows where to be, where to go when they get to Houston. Okay, November 16th through November 20th, we're going to have meet and greet on a Thursday. We get there. Thursday night, we have an all-girls PJ party for those that are staying with Deb. Okay, then Friday, we get the fuck up and we head to Galveston, Texas, to the beach house. We do our Friendsgiving, our drinking games, our coffee with friends after dark, probably wine tasting if we can get to the vineyard, if we have enough time. And then Sunday, we get back in the car and we head back to Houston and we do some other shit. It's going to be a full fucking weekend in Houston, Texas. Okay. I'm hoping I got enough time. I'm trying to get to the trail rides. Like I'm trying to giddy up with the Black Cowboy shit. Like, I don't know. We got a lot of shit to do. So I don't know if I'm be able to do that, but never fear. Cause I'll be back in Texas May. Okay. Cause my best friend's getting married. And I'll have to be back in Texas in May for that. So whatever I don't get done in Houston, I will tap into it in Austin. All right. That's it. And that's all. But yes, Johnny, mama knew what she was doing. But with that, y'all, I want to say I appreciate y'all and I love y'all. And thanks for joining Coffee with Friends. I'm going to send y'all out with the positive vibes because I say what, no matter how low, you can still what?
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
And you can.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Yep.
I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Come back tomorrow, y'all. Always move with peace and love. We are growing. This is a community. I love y'all. Get this message. Hustle hard. Hey.
I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. Through the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, on the highway, and in the driveway. It's a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I'm coming.
Hey.
Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain
Anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the
ingredients, believe.
hey
We'll see
with the negativity.
but I just gotta live by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
I never answer to no, man. I still go, and I don't, y'all. Peace. See you tomorrow. Hey.